What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to season 2 of Annie's Adventures and Friends. I'm here at Star City Studios, one of my sponsors. Thank you. A huge shout out to them for allowing me to always use this beautiful facility for my weekly show. I have some amazing guests as usual, so I'm going to go on and flip the camera and introduce them, okay? All right. I have Peter from Peter's German Grill and Bakery. I said it all right. Yes?
Correct.
Okay, good. Thank you so much for coming on. I've known you for years, always visit you, and so it's a pleasure to have you here on my show. Getting away from the shop for a little bit, because I know people don't like you leaving that shop. Thank you. All right, I have Angel with Licon Dairy.
Yes.
All right. No, thank you for joining me. I love your dairy, and so this is my first time meeting you and having you guys on my show, so thank you so much.
Thank you for the invitation.
All right, Kristina with Amistad. How are you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm really excited to have you on and start doing a deeper dive for El Paso for your all's business. So let's go on and get started, yeah? All right. And real quick, because how can I pass by without showing you guys this? If you have never been to Peter's German Grill and Bakery, I highly encourage you to swing by soon. You go in there and you're walking into like a little mercado in Germany, and you can also pick up some delicious grub while you're at it. I've had both these dishes, absolutely amazing. It's my go-to spot whenever I'm looking for German food. So let me go on and flip the camera. All right, El Paso. So we're going to go on and do a deep dive into each business here and learn what you guys have going on, what they're providing the community, and how you can go on and support local and go check them out. So make sure to give them a follow and go and check them out. All right, so we're going to go on and start off with Peter at Peter's German Grill. Okay, so real quick, how long has Peter German Grill been open?
The first business I opened in 2003.
Okay.
It was on Viscount.
Okay.
It used to be called Peter's German Cafe and Bakery.
Okay.
It was just like a plain bakery.
Yeah, on Viscount. That's not the
Viscount.
one in the mall, right?
No, after Viscount, I went to the mall.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Awesome.
I went to the mall for 2.5 years. And from the mall, I managed a big Mexican bakery. And after that, I opened up the store here on the west side.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
That was interesting.
Yeah. What an adventure.
They couldn't handle a German.
Oh, no?
No.
He says no. I love it. I love it. Well, that's good because you went off, did your own thing, opened here on the west side, yeah?
Right.
Off Shadow Mountain Drive.
Yep.
If you can give us your address real quick and how people can find you on social media.
It's 255 Shadow Mountain Drive. It's just basically the extension of Sunland Park.
Mm-hmm.
You pass the Walgreens on the left-hand side. You will see me.
Yes, and I love it. You have a mannequin out there.
Yeah,
Like you
I
will
know.
see him.
Heidi. Her name is Heidi.
Heidi, I love
My
it.
mom's name.
Oh, that's so cute. So, tell me, what exactly what is Peter's German Grill and Bakery?
Well, I'm trying to keep up the German tradition. The Germans are here doing the air defense, German air defense. We are here since 1960.
Yes.
So based on Fort Bliss, all the soldiers, they came here for training. And we had big supermarkets. We had a store on base and stuff. I just want to keep doing this and have a little bit connection, a little bit of Germany in El Paso. And I try to keep the tradition going. So right now, I'm training my daughter.
That's right.
And then when I'm too old, we'll see, she's going to take over and just hopefully keep
it alive, yeah?
Exactly.
That's awesome. She's got her kiddos too, so it's a family affair, yeah?
Yep.
I love it. So right here on this table, you brought some delicious goodies for El Paso to check out. If you want to maybe help me pop these open so we can get a closer look. But if you want to tell us, what did you bring here to show off to El Paso today?
Okay, I just brought the best sellers. We have a huge variety of cookies. For example, this would be the almond horns.
Oh my gosh.
And these are the cranberry pecan cookies. And then
it smells so good.
I brought the pretzels, of course, the typical traditional
Delicious,
things. Going
yes.
very good with beer. The best sellers of the beers. We have here.
Yeah. And that being said, so of course you can come in and buy your pastries, you can buy your delicious food, but you also, it's like a market.
A grocery store.
Yeah, a
yes,
grocery store with German products.
That's correct.
So you have beer, you have the German mustard. I know a
Yep.
lot of people do. Anytime I mention German food anywhere, they're like, but do they have the real mustard?
Yes, we do.
Yes, they do.
We have German grocery, so you can cook German at home. All the ingredients. We have German wines too.
Wow. That's so
And I
cool.
bake everything there.
Well, I have 15 years this summer being sober. But before that, I used to live in Austin. But then I moved back here, and some of my friends were German, and they made the German hot wine.
Glühwein.
Yeah, I've had that before.
Yeah, I have that every time in December. I
Yeah.
have a
You make
a
it
big
for the
heater.
shop.
Yes.
Oh,
I have a
that's so
heater
cool.
So the customer can take a little glass.
Man,
Yeah.
all right. If you guys have never had it, you have to check it out. If you guys know any Germans who are stationed here and they're looking for some amazing, authentic food, you have to send them to Peter. So again, we talked about the pastries, the pretzels, your beer, and then over here, what do we have?
The first plate is a bratwurst plate. It's a bratwurst sandwich with a homemade roll, and we have potato salad
Homemade roll.
and sauerkraut
Yummy.
on it. That's one of the best
The
sellers.
potato salad looks rocking. Oh my
And
gosh.
then we have the Wiener Schnitzel, which is a breaded pork chop, and side of potato salad as well, and has a slice of lemon. We have different toppings for the bratwurst
Okay.
as well.
Okay. Now, real quick, this is what the Wiener Schnitzel
Wiener
is like.
Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah.
Okay. Not the hot dogs that you guys are used to.
Oh, no,
That's
no.
what it's really
No,
supposed
no,
to look
yeah.
like.
I have that situation right there. Yeah.
You have? I bet you have. You know,
Yeah.
my Nina, like, whenever she comes to town, one of her favorite places, and my cousins too, is we got to go to Wiener Schnitzel. Next time, I'm be like, yeah, let's go. And I'm taking them to Peter's.
They don't even know what
I'm
it is.
doing. No, they don't.
they
They're like,
don't.
what is this?
Exactly. Yeah.
I love it. And then they eat it and they're like, dang, this is good. Yeah.
We also make cakes,
Okay.
of course.
Mhm.
We make the Black Forest cake, the typical. We make Apfelstrudel, cheesecake, German chocolate, apple cake, all kinds of different kinds of cakes.
And different breads.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
make rye breads.
Yes.
The typical farmer's rye, the
I love
Heidelberger
it.
rye. everything
Yeah, I
is
mean, you
fresh.
have things in fridges, things in freezers. You have non-perishable items.
Correct.
If you're looking for some German any type of German snacks, that is the place to go. Check them out. So I also want to ask if you guys have anything coming up, any events. If you want to talk a little bit about some line dancing, Peter.
Yeah, okay, so I know it's hard to believe, the German cowboy. But
Why? You live in El Paso, West
the
Texas.
people give me that look all the time. Are you sure? Say, yes, I am.
I love it.
So when I was in Viscount, I
German
had some
cowboy.
co-workers. They always change the radio station. I used to do the 99.9, and then they changed it to country.
Okay.
And I just gave up. I just don't want to change it back. So I was exposed to country music almost all day. And said,
Okay.
it's not so bad.
Right?
So, and then I looked it up. I looked one song up and it's like, whoa. And then every time you look something up on YouTube, on your right side comes like recommendation.
Okay, yes.
And one of the recommendation was a line dance.
Okay.
And I said, I can do that because I used to dance when I was a teenager.
Okay.
And so I can do that. So I learned it there. And I went to the Cowtown boot store.
Got some
Got me a
boots.
hat, got me a boots, a buckle. And Saturday night to Margaritas, vámonos. And then I went there and I danced it and it was good.
I love it. I love it.
And
I love
everybody,
it.
who is this guy?
I got a question. Do you wear your cowboy boots every day at work?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course I do.
The German cowboy. That's the first time I've heard it, and I absolutely love it. I'm gonna take note of that real quick for our caption.
So now we do twice a month. I have a little group. And I call it a workshop. So we practice. I go twice a week to the nightclub. We dance there, and then if we see a dance we really like, I look it up, I study it, and I teach it to my group.
The University of
dance it there.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then we dance it there. So we dance
cool.
twice a month on a Sunday.
That's fun, and you get just people who love to line dance and
Yeah, well,
listen to country, dance the country, whatever, line dance or not, but
if you're in business, you need to have balance. And that is
Yes,
my
100%.
I can relax.
You know, you're the first person who's mentioned that. Well, not the first person, but it's been a long time, and that's a very important part. I'm glad you
have to
mentioned that.
remember, making a living doesn't mean you forget about your life.
Yes, that's right. Oh, great tip. Well, that leads into the next question. What type of marketing? As you guys know, I work at Leo Marketing. It's a
Yep.
local full service marketing agency here in El Paso, Texas.
Mhm.
I was going to ask, what type of marketing do you do? What works for you? Maybe what doesn't? And do you have any tips or advice for business owners?
Yeah, I use Facebook. I use Google, of course. It's free, Google
Mhm.
website.
Mhm.
Everybody Googles. And what really good works for me is I have an email list of all my customers. I
Oh.
just frankly ask them, you want to give an email list? They type it in. And whatever comes up, for example, next month I want to go to Germany. I send 3,000 emails out with one click of a mouse. They all know.
Mm-hmm.
If I have events like free bratwurst for Christmas, Thanksgiving, I give out bratwurst.
What?
Oktoberfest in October, free bratwurst.
What?
The weekend before, send out an email. They all know it. So for me, that's the best one.
Oh my gosh, Peter! And I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it right now in front of everybody. I'm begging you, get on Instagram. Let me help you with that because I just know too that's a really excellent platform for you to be on for your type of business. But also, I want you to tag me so I can share that
Yeah,
with everybody.
of
You know,
course.
that's great information. The cool events that you have on top of the beautiful products that you offer to our city. And again, you are a local. You live here in El Paso. You have your
Exactly.
family here. So come on down, support them. Tips or advice for business owners? You gave a great mental health tip. Do you have any other tips or advice you'd like to give a business owner out there?
Well, normally every business owner should be in business
Oh,
to make money,
okay.
not to impress anybody. So just to make money. And we all know we're in business. There are no business hours.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about that.
Yeah.
You go run around 11 o'clock at nighttime, still shopping, or early in the morning shopping, because you have to respect the business hours for your customers, not for you. Because as a business owner, you don't have business hours.
Got to be consistent.
So you have to be consistent. And I think in a restaurant business, consistency is the maximum.
Yeah.
If you're not consistent with your products, with your customer service, you're going down.
It's
You have
very
to be
important.
always the same.
And right up there with customer service, you guys always have excellent customer service there.
Yeah,
It's like a family, you know, when you walk in there, you know
Yeah, all
everybody.
friends.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly. Beautiful. And of course, you can do custom orders. So if maybe you have an event coming up or you have a luncheon and you need to feed the staff, whatever it is, reach out. And with plenty of advance time, of course, how much time do they need?
Well, for example, in September, October is Oktoberfest season. So what I do, I provide catering, but the people pick up the trays. I prep the trays with the potato salad, sauerkraut, brats, and schnitzel, whatever they order, and I prep them. I put them nice on the table. They come, pick it up, and bring.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
I love it. There's a system for a reason, El Paso.
Exactly.
We're trying to be efficient here with all of our resources. I love it. I love it. Lots of tips in there if you got them. Is there anything else that you want to mention, Peter?
No, just come on over, check it out, visit me. If you never had German food, I really recommend. So something different, because in El Paso, it's very, very rare to get German food.
Exactly.
So just try it out, and you will be happy there.
I love it. It's a great place to take out-of-towners, family. Also give gifts. You have gift cards. Anything that you need, El Paso, check them out.
Yeah.
Check out Peter and tell him I sent you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Bye. Auf Wiedersehen.
Tschüss. All right. Angel, how are you doing?
Doing great, very great.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you. I'm super excited because I'm like a total fangirl for your cheese, of course. Like who isn't, right? So tell us a little bit about Licon Dairy. How long have you guys been around? Where are you located? How can people find you?
Okay, so the Asaderos from our family has been over for 75 years.
Okay.
But the actual location itself has been around 60 years, 50 years.
Okay.
And we're headed about 40 minutes east of El Paso. So
Yes.
it's kind of a drive. It's kind of a scenic drive, so it's a little bit more of the farm country. And our address is 11951 Glorieta Road.
And you're on Facebook and Instagram as well?
Facebook and Instagram, yes, ma'am.
Perfect.
And it's / Licon Dairy.
I love it. I love it. And so this is a family-owned and operated business for 70 plus years?
70 years. I'm the third generation.
Wow. 70 years, man. That's amazing.
A long, long time.
That's like OGEP. When I use that hashtag, that's what I'm talking about. That's very cool. I love going out there. During the pandemic, I had a citywide Chuco scavenger hunt where I would get items donated by local businesses and then hide them at I don't know, it was like over 100 different local places that for people to go and find them. Yeah. So it's all constantly promoting local, and I hit a couple of things at your all's place. It's such a beautiful drive. Like you just mentioned, it's out in the country. It's a different side of El Paso, especially if you just stick to your sides of town, your west side or your other east side or whatever it is. So I highly recommend it, and it is completely 125% family friendly, which this is a family town, so everybody's looking for things to do with the kiddos. This is an excellent option for you guys. Can you tell us like how often you guys open? What are some of the services that you guys?
So we're open 7 days a week.
7 days?
Yes.
Jiminy crickets.
Yeah, my dad doesn't believe in days off, so
that's why they're open 70 years. Peter's over here like, hey. You too. I love it.
So we're open from 6 a.m. in the morning every day to 5 p.m. And actually, as of 2 years ago, we just started closing Christmas Day, but we're open every single day.
Wow. Well, good for you guys.
Yeah, that was my
Come
mom
on.
saying,
like insisting it. Yeah. Well, good. You guys need 1 day off. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's awesome. So, you have several different entities, if you will, within Licon Dairy, if you want to kind of explain that.
Yes, ma'am. So 5 years ago, I opened the Outlaw Saloon and Grill.
Okay.
So we integrated a lot of our products that is made there, the cheese and everything.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of recipes that we had in our, personal family and everything. And I decided we should make a restaurant. And
the food's amazing. When my parents took me there, I was like, what the heck is this? And where is this? Like, it was awesome. And it's super, like, has this cool vibe in there, like very cool aesthetics and everything.
I actually got the whole environment and the vibe from Austin. I had traveled to Austin and I kind of fell in love with the scene, something different.
It reminded me too a little Yellowstone, which I was like, because I had just found the show and I'm like, yes.
Yeah,
and
we
so
have deers on the wall.
yes.
We have a giant bull on our wall.
If you're into that, which, like, who isn't, go check it out. And it's called Outlaw
Saloon. The Outlaw Saloon and Grill. The reason the Outlaw is because it is in the historic town of San Elizario, so there's a lot of history. Billy the Kid, so I had to throw that in there as well too.
Beautiful. That's great. And so you guys are along the Mission Trail?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. At Leo Marketing, we just did a Mission Trails video. Yeah. So it's great to finally see more shine in that area.
There's so many new. We have a brewery now. We have so many restaurants. There's
Cafe
so many beautiful places that are coming, and it's bringing the tourists down to our area.
It's working. If you build it, they will come. Yes, I love it. That makes my heart happy to hear. It's just a wonderful place out there. It's historic. And again, it's family friendly. All of those establishments, the actual trail itself. You know how many people live in El Paso have never been on the trail? They've never been to Hueco Tanks. They've never gone on a hike on the mountains or whatever it is. We just have so many gems here, and you guys are one of them.
Yes,
so, again, you have the dairy. We have the saloon.
We also have our petting zoo, which is one of the bigger attractions that brings in a lot of different animals and everything. It's kind of a small little zoo in the middle of nowhere, so it's kind of neat when people come in here and they see that. At one time, we've had zebras, we've had kangaroos, bison, all kinds of
it like rotates. Like, you do foster them, or like?
We purchased them. Most of the animals that have been with us. Our camel passed away just about 3 years ago.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Been with us for 17
years.
I was
like, I remember the camel. Yeah, 17 years.
17 years. Our ostriches are 32 years old, so they're really, really old animals. We've had them since they were small, so they're
family members. Yeah. And just because everybody out there is wondering, how much does that cost to go to the petting zoo?
It is free.
What?
So
Say that again, my man.
We decided. My grandfather's has always said, we are nothing without our customers. So that was our way of giving back. There's a lot of families that can't afford to go to the zoo and the cost of everything. So we just give it free, and they can come out and see the animals and spend some family quality time. That's so
cool. That's awesome. I mean, what a treat, right?
Yes.
Like, I don't know. I think that's very cool. And it's open to the community. Everybody has the opportunity to go out there, take their family out there, take your out-of-towners out there. And of course, so again, we have the saloon, we have the petting zoo, we have the dairy, we have...
We just added, and that's my younger brother. He's on his own business venture and is the barn shack.
Dang.
So now it's an
That's
ice
how
cream
you
shop.
guys do it, huh? You're just like breeding entrepreneurs. I
We
love
have
it.
to find alternative ways to bring in customers, and you know, there's really, where we're at located, we're kind of in the middle of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So people would come with us and then they go out to eat. So we decided we can keep our customers here a little bit longer.
Yes.
And now they can, after they're done eating, they can go have dessert right next door. And it's all kind of ice creams. They started baking a bunch of cakes and pies and stuff like that. So it's working out really well.
I need to go there. I need to go there for that for sure. Like Sweet Tooth, I've got it in like droves. So, okay. There's just so many questions I want to ask. So we have, and why I like what you just said too is because I used to work at El Paso Saddle Blanket. I used to be the jewelry manager and buyer there, and that was one of the things that we did. We always I had a year art show with artists and writers, and we always had, sometimes we'd have food trucks or we would have dog adoptions on Sundays. We were always looking for reasons to keep them there, right? Because again, it was a 2-acre store. I mean, you look up and down, you're always going to find something different, but then also to keep that longevity, like a Bass Pro Shop or something like that, right? So that's really cool, super smart. And exciting for El Paso that we have something like this here. And it's been around forever. It's parents taking their kids from their parent, you know what I mean, generations. So do you guys have anything coming up that you want to mention or talk about the products that you carry too?
We do have a few events, usually in October.
Okay.
We have the Halloween event that we do, and it's grown over it's the second year that we've done it.
Okay.
And that one's grown really, really well. And it's free for the public. We have pumpkin carving. We have a magician that comes and do shows, and we have just a bunch of things to keep the kids entertained and so they can have fun as a family.
Yeah.
But in the summer, we're planning on having more music at our the Outlaw Saloon. So we do plan to have more live music.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
Yes,
you
we
mentioned
have
that
the
too.
patio on the outside. So we have country, classic, rock, jazz, and blues, and all. We like to mix up the crowd, and it is family oriented, so we do encourage the families to come out. So it's a little bit more of a calmer scene. It is a saloon, but we encourage families to come in. Yes,
which that's awesome because again, they're open 7 days a week, especially in our summers and basically 3/4 of the year. We're looking for stuff to do with the family. Right now, I can think of besides the park or there's Charcooler, which is cool. You know what I mean? Because they have that whole little play area for the kids. They have games for adults, so you can have a family experience. But there's not so many places like that. And so you guys are offering that to the public. And guys, it is free 99. What the heck else do you want? That's amazing that you do that to give back to the community because that's super important. You mentioned the events that you have, Peter. I think it's super, super important to remember those things. Is there anything that you're asking for from the community?
It is on a donation basis. So we sell bags of feed inside our store, and it's only $1. So they can actually hand feed the animals. They can get personal with the animals.
That's smart.
And there's a small donation box, so we do. If by any they wish to, they can donate, but it's not required or anything.
That's super cool.
And we just want to encourage more family outings, and people can spend family time together.
Perfect.
That's a major thing.
Absolutely. Got to keep the foundation, right? Real quick, can you mention some of the items that you carry that people can go on out to you guys and purchase?
Yes. So we're known actually for the asaderos, which is what actually is able to pay for the free petting zoo and all that. So it all comes from the actual cheese products. And
you got a lot of airtime too from Charlatan on the cheese, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we actually went to school together, and that's how I know him. And that was a beautiful thing that he did. That Charlatan was a major thing for the Lower Valley. So we're very proud of him for that.
Yeah, exactly.
But it is asaderos. That's Mexican string cheese. That's the best way they can categorize it. So it's kind of like a mozzarella. A little bit of the salty taste. We've had that product in our family for 70 some years. So within the past few years, we're slowly looking to expand and try different ventures into different kinds of cheese. So that's what we're planning on doing. We also sell requesón, which is like a cream cheese. We sell suero, which is a byproduct. It's buttermilk.
Oh, okay.
We have queso jalapeño, queso habanero. We just started making our own queso chihuahua, so it's similar to the Mennonite cheese, but it's not as strong and as bitter, so it doesn't have a really cheese is very smelly. It doesn't smell too strong.
Okay.
We also have chile con queso, and we're slowly gonna go into different kinds of cheese. We want to try maybe aging cheese and smoking cheese. So we've been.
I'm
a
over
cheese
here
company.
like, oh my gosh, you're speaking my language. Like, cheese is my favorite food group, man. My favorite food group. Keep talking. This is beautiful music to my ears. I didn't know you guys had all those different types of cheeses.
Yes, we also make all natural butter. So it's old fashioned butter, which churns for hours and hours and hours on end.
Great
So
for
that's
baking
all
and
natural,
yeah.
yes.
That's
And
awesome.
we've been
He's
in-
like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, we've been in the cheese industry for so long, and now we're taking the step of we should look into different kinds of cheese and get into the art of cheese production. So
That's so
something a little
cool.
different.
And it's local, El
Yes.
Paso. We all eat cheese on literally everything that we eat here.
Yeah.
Go on and check them
I
out,
noticed
right?
that. Cheese
Makes
everywhere.
it better.
On the pizza, inside the crust, on salad,
On the side.
soups, oh no.
Everything. It's a must. It's a
Yes.
must here. And again, so we can find you everywhere. You're on Facebook, Instagram. You have a website.
We have a website as well. And
Okay.
pretty much on Google and anything that if you Google Licon Dairy, there's many links and videos, and
Oh, yeah.
even on YouTube, there's a lot of videos that our customers will post as well.
Very cool. I love it. Awesome. Is there anything else that we want to mention? Did we cover it all? Oh, yes. I do have a question for you. But
Yes.
please, after, did we miss anything?
No, I think
We covered it?
yeah, we just encourage to make the drive out to our location.
Yes.
And even if you don't eat at our restaurant, there's plenty of other new restaurants that have opened along the street. There's a lot of businesses, a lot of art galleries.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of there's a lot to do in the Lorval, and you can make it a whole day trip.
Absolutely.
And we just encourage people to support local and support all the businesses. We have a tight knit community where we all work together,
Mm-hmm.
and it's starting to show and how every business is flourishing in its own way. So
That's
we encourage
beautiful.
people to come down.
Absolutely. Socorro.
Yes.
That's where you guys are San
We're
Alley.
San Elizabeth.
San Alley. Okay.
Yes.
It's all tied together though, El Paso. If you haven't been on the mission trail, you have to do it soon. And when you get hungry, stop on by
Yes.
Licon Dairy. You have to buy cheese anyways. Stop on by Licon Dairy. And then also, I wanted to ask, what type of marketing do you guys do? And do you have any tips or advice for businesses out there?
We do marketing. We do a course of the social media.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take out ads and all that. We've done marketing on TV as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was what we used to do in the past, but right now with social media and that it is free, we are able to market really well there too.
Mm-hmm.
We've had some certain YouTube videos that we've done ourselves to kind of show and instruct how to make the cheese.
Oh, wow.
But we generally do believe that being there every day and communicating with our customers on a day-to-day basis so they can actually see who the owners are.
Build a strong
My
bond.
dad makes cheese
Very
every morning there.
Mm-hmm.
We clean the bathrooms, we clean the park, we help feed the animals, we do the farming for the animals.
Mm-hmm.
So usually if you visit there, you'll see one of us, my father, my brother, my dad, or my sister. We're typically involved every single day.
That's awesome. And you're over here agreeing. You're there every day, Peter. I know at Saddle Blanket, I mean, they've been around forever. Dusty and Bonnie's there every day when they're not traveling the world to bring products to El Paso. It's just super important, and again, builds that bond and familiarity and comfortability of coming in on the regular, spending the money there. It's like of your friend, right? You know them. That's Angel over there. What's up, Angel? You know, so it's something very special that I highly encourage you guys to go out and support, check out, take everybody you know. They're gonna love it. They're gonna be like, what the heck is this? This is awesome if they've never been. So it's only good things. Go out, check them out, and tell them I sent you. Thank you so much,
Thank
Angel.
you so much.
All right, Kristina, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing
I'm
today?
very good. Thank you so much for joining me. So Amistad, formerly known as Project Amistad, just so in case people out there haven't seen the switch over, but you guys are Amistad now. You guys offer so much to our community, so I'm super excited to have you on and kind of dissect that down and let people know the different ways that you can assist them if they're needing any type of assistance, where they can go on and reach out to. So thank you so much.
No, thank you so much for having me here today. So what I do for the agency is I'm the community relations manager, and everybody knows us for those little buses that
Yes.
go all over El Paso. We go everywhere. We even go a little bit outside of El Paso as well. We used to in the past. And I'm proud to say Amistad has been in the community for about 47 years. We'll be 48 in March of this year.
Wow.
And what a lot of people don't know is that we actually offer over 30 different programs to the El Paso community. So we're a social service agency, and a common misconception of what it is that we do for El Paso is that we only assist the elderly or we only assist persons with disabilities. And yes, we do serve those populations, but we serve so much more. Right now, I think the biggest thing that we've done so far since the pandemic, since there were so many families struggling, we were fortunate enough to receive funding to assist low-income families who were struggling in paying their utility bills. And so we assisted over 10,000 families during the pandemic. And recently we received a new wave of funding to continue on that program.
Yeah,
So,
all right.
yes.
That's
So-
awesome.
So we're really excited. We're thankful to, the city for considering us for that, because what it really says is that, of course, we did a good job, but also that the community trusts us.
Yes.
And that's really essentially, it's in our name, Amistad, that means friendship. We're here for everybody. We're here for the community. We're your friend. But it's not just a single, population. We help everyone. Families, what can I say, with everything you can think of. Access to healthcare, applications for SNAP, TANF, Medicaid, CHIP, Medicare. That's just to name a few. Also, we were recently named as the only 24/7 agency that assists with the homeless population here in El Paso. So what our team does is they operate 24/7. If they get a call stating that there's an individual who's experiencing homelessness, we go out to the site, we assess, ask, hopefully they'll want to go to a shelter. We'll provide the transportation for free. If they need a warm meal, we will take care of that for them. If they need blankets, socks, sometimes they might need underwear. You never know. We'll take care of that as well if we have it. And we'll also take it a step further with intensive case management. A lot of people don't really know what that is, but it's pretty much providing wraparound services. So, okay, you're a client, you come into the agency, you might be homeless, you might not, but what else do you qualify for? Yes, you might be coming in for utility assistance, but I think your income might also qualify you for affordable health care. Are you willing to apply for that?
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
Just a complete round,
yes.
That's a great entry, right? Whatever it is, reason that you're needing, but then you also just oh, well, we can also help you with this, and this. That's awesome.
Yes. And I think the questionnaire, when they come in, and it's not just here, fill out a paperwork, fill out this packet so that I know more about you. It's let's sit down, let's have a conversation and build trust with each other.
More personal.
Yes, because it's difficult to ask for help. It's difficult.
100%.
Yes, it's so hard to admit that you might be struggling. And a lot of these populations, they have a hard time just even making it through the door. And so we want them to feel comfortable. We want them to know that we have empathy for their situation, and together we're going to find a solution, and maybe not just short term, but even long term as well. We offer several programs that help with upskilling, like resume building, interview prep. One of my favorite programs is actually in the Veterans Department, where our peer support specialist would collect business t-shirts and ties in case they didn't have one for an interview, and they would do a mock interview with them.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes.
That's perfect, though. It's super important to get ready for those kind of things. They're so important.
Yes. No, absolutely. And the only thing that we just always want the community to know is that we're here for you. We've been here for 47, almost 48 years. We look forward to the next 48.
Yes, ma'am. That's right.
Yes.
I love it. I mean, that's amazing. So you guys actually have open enrollment happening right now? Yes.
Yes. So open enrollment is essentially, when it became open enrollment, it was known as Obamacare.
Right.
Right. So that was an opportunity for individuals who were uninsured, or maybe they don't have employment that offers insurance because maybe they're not full-timers. that was an opportunity for them to access healthcare that benefits their income
Mm-hmm.
and their medical needs.
Okay.
And so right now it's only a time period of about 2.5 months a year. And so what we do at Amistad is we have a team of navigators, and they assist from start to finish with the entire application. No appointments needed. They can sometimes process it over the phone. They can meet you anywhere. So they're very flexible in getting families and getting individuals insured. But what's really great about them is that they don't make the decision. The client is the one who makes the choice. And so what we do is we just, continue with the probe. What is it that you think you're going to need in the year? Are you on medication that you might need to get refilled?
Mm-hmm.
Have you been receiving blood work? Have you gone to your checkup? Do you need dental? Do you have eyeglasses? Are those things that you're going to be needing in the next year?
Right.
Okay, these plans are going to cover it. Do you already have a primary care physician? Let's see if they're in the network for this plan. Do you think this will work for you? Just connecting individuals to the resources that they need.
And maybe you guys are asking the questions that they don't think about, they forget, but it's also like, oh my gosh, yes, I need that for the next year, so it's nice to have somebody there walk you through that process, because it can get very confusing.
Right. No, definitely. And I think also there's a misconception that insurance is a luxury. It's expensive. Only if you are a full-timer, you work for a large company, are you able to obtain it. And that's absolutely not true. We're lucky enough, with this grant that supports the program, we're lucky enough to be able to see if clients qualify for tax credits, which means that's going to bring their premium or their co-pays down a lot. And the only way we can do that is if we process the application.
Absolutely.
And it's based on income, and the deadline for that is actually January 16th, so the day after MLK. So it's coming up pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's like next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and even though our business hours are usually Monday through Friday, what's really great about a lot of these programs is if you come in contact with the resource coach, a navigator, an intensive case manager, and you say, you know what, I really need help, but I can't make it within those business hours. I need to come during my lunch hour. I need to maybe make it after 5. Let them know, be transparent, and we'll do our best to accommodate in any way that we can.
That's awesome. You guys are just like angels. You're just there to help. Help along the way and help offer assistance when you need it. And like you mentioned, it is hard to ask for help.
Yes.
And in today's economy, since COVID, I can only imagine the influx that you probably saw. I was reading your all's annual report, and it's just so cool to see all the different ways that you guys help the community, all the different programs that you guys have, from mental health with homeless and employment and things of that nature, to families and utilities even. It's just really cool for El Paso to have a resource like you. So that's why I wanted to have you on today to let El Paso know, whether it's you or somebody, please share the information, because it's incredibly important. We want to make sure that everybody has what they need to live a comfortable and happy life. Yeah. And the basics, you all just want to help.
Absolutely. Yes.
I love it. So I did want to talk about the utilities real quick. Is there any other notes that we want to mention with that?
So for utilities, on this third round of funding, it is a little bit different from when we initially received funding back in 2020. So this round is for renters only.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So we don't make the rules. We just, follow them.
Sure.
But yes, so the grant will cover renters who are living within El Paso County.
Okay.
And so we can cover up to 12 units, which is about 12 months. But that really just depends on the income base. So it is income based. You do have to meet the AMI depending on how many are living in the home and what the annual income is.
Of course.
Yes. And of course,
qualifications.
Absolutely. But, our resource coach can definitely assist with that and answer any questions that anybody could have.
I love it. And how can people reach out to you?
So we're on everything.
I love it.
Yes, we try to be as accessible as possible.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, which is now X. We're on TikTok also. All of our handles are at Amistad El Paso. And our website is projectamistad.org, and there's actually a direct phone number on there for the utility assistance, as well as a email completion form. So once you send that in, you'll be contacted by a resource coach to be able to see.
Easy peasy.
Yes.
I love it. Make it as easy as possible.
Yes.
And so you guys have, like we mentioned, there's a couple of different ways that they can help you. And right now we have the open enrollment. The utilities just got re-up, so that's fantastic. What type of marketing do you guys do? And do you have any tips or advice for businesses out there, for nonprofits? Because you guys are a nonprofit.
Yes, we are a registered 501c3 nonprofit, and we've pretty much done it all. We're very blessed, and we can only do what grants will allow us to do, like every other nonprofit in the area. And so we've done television, heavy on the social media right now. Since COVID, that's really become, a big thing. Email campaigns, of course, we have that. And probably, I think, one of my favorite, and I think it's like the most personal, it takes a lot of time, but I think it's extremely important, is customer service and in-person events. We have several outreach teams within the agency that attend several community events, and we actually host several community events every year. So if you're not following us, please do. That's how you can learn about what's coming up on our calendar.
Beautiful. And is there anything that you guys are requesting from the public? I know sometimes you guys, you fundraise. So how do people donate, and is there anything else that you might need help with?
Of course. So we're always accepting donations throughout the year. Christmas, a lot of individuals will donate blankets for our homeless clients. A popular item is actually socks. We also have a client health and welfare fund. And so what that is, it's every donation that comes into the agency, every dollar amount goes to that fund. And it pretty much takes care of any barriers for a client. And a big example that I can give is we have a veteran who we were able to get employed through a construction company. But, when you become employed, there are other expenses that come with that employment, whether that be formal dress code. In this case, it was steel toe boots, a hard hat, a vest. And so he was unable to purchase those items, and the grants don't really cover that. It just covers the service. It doesn't cover the items. Right. So the client health and welfare fund comes in, we make a request, and we took care of those items for him. And just, to eliminate those barriers so that way they can have long-term success as well.
Right. That's awesome. I love it so much. Did we cover everything, Kristina?
I think we did.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure I did. Did we cover everything?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love it. It was a lot of info, but it's excellent info. Everything that we got today is excellent info. Excuse me. Wow. Did you guys learn something new today? I did. Thank you so much for joining me. This show is amazing. I hope you share it, help spread the word, support local as much as possible. I do want to remind you guys, I do work at Leo Marketing. It's a local full-service marketing agency here in Central El Paso. We've been around forever. We have all different types of clients, but if you're ready to take your marketing to the next level, or you just need help, you're at that point where you're just like, need some assistance, we're here to help. We can help you with everything from brokering deal at no cost to you, to use me to negotiate and broker deals for you for TV, radio, billboard, print, online streaming. We can help you with social media. Video production is huge for us. As you know, we have our own video production studio and rental equipment company inside of Leo Marketing. So any of that we can help you with. Graphic design, photography, SEO, Google, branding, PR. We got all kinds of new services coming on. We got call tracking. We got it all, guys. Maybe there are things you haven't thought about. I bet you there are. We can help you with that too. And again, it comes with having a team at your side, being able to navigate the waters, getting you better placement for your buck, all that kind of thing. We're here to help. Of course, if you're interested in working with social media influencers, we can help you at Loom Marketing too. Reach out to me with Annie's Adventures. However I can help, that's what I want to do. That's why I work at Leo Marketing. So please reach out to us. And that's why I do like to ask all my guests, what type of marketing do you do? And any tips or advice for business owners, because I know a lot of you guys have businesses out there and we just want to help each other, right? Real quick, just a shout out. Thank you so much to my sponsors. Dead Beach Brewery, congratulations. They're now officially open. Get your butts down there, grab a plate, grab a beer, and tell them I sent you. We have Star City Studio Productions, and then we also have Viva La Mocha, El Paso Family Dental. Thank you so much. You guys are going to follow me on my journey to get aligners. I'm so freaking excited. Like, I've been wanting them forever. It's happening. It's happening. So watch. It's going to be weird because, like, I mean, it's mouth and teeth and stuff, and you're going to be like, see a lot of weird faces from me, but I don't care. If you guys are curious about it, like I've always been, this may be some great information for you. El Paso Family Dental, they're brand new to the scene. They're excellent. Like, their team is awesome. Great customer service, gentle hands. You know, I'm nervous when I go to the dentist, but I'm not. I'm actually, it's weird. I'm excited when I go to the dentist. They're so cool there. I'm not weirdo though, you know. And also Viva La Mocha. So go out, support all these local businesses, and as always, tell them I sent you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.